With the ranger's hat, the shovel, and a pair of dungarees, you will find him in the forest, always sniffing at the breeze. Keep it stopped and pay attention when he tells him to be
Smokey Bear.
Everybody knows that he's the fiery vet.
Started when I was about 12. In 1944. It was during the war. All of our able-bodied troops were overseas fighting a war, and we had nobody to fight fire. So the ad council, made up of all the advertising agencies in the nation, got together with all the state foresters in all the states and the Forest Service and other government agencies and created Smokey Bear in 1944 with this poster right here. And about 6 years later, I was 12 years old, and my teacher caught me with matches in my pocket one day. And she wanted to know what I was doing with matches, so I told her. I said, my buddy Eddie and I are building a trail up this creek behind where I live, at Oroville, Washington. And there's a canyon. We have to build a bridge across the creek. And we're building a little campsite too for the Forest Service, we said. We're 12-year-old kids building a campground or trail for the Forest Service. And so the teacher didn't buy that story, and I told her, well, we needed matches to build a campfire to cook our beans and hot dogs. She sent me downstairs to build a paddle in our little shop class. It was a 1x4 board, 2 feet long. I used my hunting knife to carve a handle. And my mom saw the story I had to write to the teacher the next morning. And she said, well, send that story to the Forest Service. And 2 weeks later, a poster came in the mail for a campground. And Tammy, it was that poster right there with him holding the Bambi. That was for our campground. That's what started this collection. In 1950. There's an association of Smokey Bear collectors. It's called the Smokey Bear Association. It's made up of all the people that are involved in the agencies and the collectors. And they hold a convention every 2 years. It was at Coeur d'Alene Resort in 2016. And they chartered a bus, came over and saw this collection. And then they went back and took a vote. Who has the largest collection of Smokey Bear?
As sure as my name's Andy Griffith, about 100,000 careless people.
I just got 2 more items this week, so it's now
makes somebody sick at heart to think of all those beautiful forests.
2,787 individual different items now. That made us the largest collection of Smokey Bear anywhere. It all began instantly with that one poster. Did I buy it? No, I didn't buy anything. I traded. Got a lot of stuff people donated. That's my Oscar. It's the Silver Smokey Award that is was normally given to 2 people a year in the United States for supposedly outstanding contribution toward fire prevention. And it was given to me in 2011. And you can take anything you want here you can't have my Oscar. There's only been 4 of them issued since 2011. And they're issued by the state foresters from all 49 states. There's only one state that doesn't have a state forester. And the Forest Service, Park Service agencies. So I kind of cherish that. In 1952, Ideal Toy Company came out with this little guy. In the same year, the artist for all the posters for the last 10 years before that, Rudy Wendelin was his name. He was the artist for 2 years when he invented the fursuit to be worn. That also is 1952. And he went to the Ideal Toy Company to get this fabric to make these suits. They made 14 of them. And they were distributed to each state that had a Keep Green Association. So this is the one that was issued to the state of Washington. We rescued it out of a moldy basement in this wooden box. Did the dry cleaners, and they did a good job restoring it for us. And then the little stuffed Smokies, they began with a kind of a funny little face, and then he went to a monkey face.
I see.
And then they graduated from that to more happy faces over the years. Smokey Bear is known around the world. He's in China as a panda bear. He's in Australia as a koala bear. And he's in Spain as a jackrabbit. I don't know what he is in Brazil. I bet he's something. I bet he's known down there as some kind of a prevention icon. But the program is the most successful advertising campaign ever launched in America. Back in the 1950s and even up into the 1960s, Smokey was well known as Santa Claus among the children.
'Cause he sure deserves the name.